Oh, happy Friday. Just thought I'd jump in there really quick before the weekend. I have a workshop tomorrow, so I probably will not be able to get in here tomorrow. So, one of the reasons why I wrote Fruitful Leadership was because I was really searching for some characteristics that I needed to import into my life that I felt might really help me become a great leader. And the fruit of the Spirit is just one of the best. Now, I'm not really very relationship oriented. I'm more task oriented, which has gotten me in trouble in the past, as those of you know me can attest to that. So, one of the characteristics that I really, really am working on is love. And so I want to read to you from the monthly concept of love, daily concept. Leadership is more caught than taught. But one of the first things that followers wonder about their leaders is, do you really care for me? There's not a better fruit to exemplify this than love. And it's not always easy to love the unlovable, but love is a choice. In spite of undesirable behaviors, we love a person, or we try to love a person. We ask God to help us see other people as He sees them. We want our team members to follow us because they want to, not because they have to. So we need to allow love to motivate rather than ambition or power or control. So here's the daily concept of leadership being more caught than taught. A leader who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. The characteristics and belief systems we develop growing up are, well, let's say interesting for lack of a better word, and they can lead to undesirable traits. Whew. As we learn more about God and live a life of love, the Spirit transforms those unwanted qualities into those that attract others to Him through us and attract others to us as well. Ephesians 5:1 says, "Be imitators of God as dearly loved children and live a life of love, just as Christ loved us and gave Himself up for us as a fragrant offering and a sacrifice to God." One of my favorite relationship books is Sex, Love, and Lasting Relationships by Chip Ingram, which contrasts Hollywood marriage versus biblical marriage. Chip suggests that in order to attract a godly partner, we must be an imitator of God. By becoming Christ-like, we will attract someone Christ-like. It's that leadership law again. We don't attract who we want. We attract who we are. And I suppose this is why my parents always warned me, don't hang around those people because, they're not going to be a good influence on you and you'll become like them. I'm not sure they said I'd become like them, but I knew they weren't a good influence. For example, my dad was a big drinker and I swore I'd never be like him. Growing up, my brain learned what was modeled for me. I got some great and not so great traits from my parents. I'm solution oriented, I'm a hard worker, but like my father also, I can and did drink like a fish. And like my mother, I can be and was a world-class enabler. I also have a tendency to pout in my marriage. Well, I'm working on that, so that's a whole lot better. Growing up, my family was loudly passionate in debates, and that's what I learned. I quit drinking a long time ago. I became aware of my interesting characteristics and belief systems by looking inward with the help of the Holy Spirit. I am now modeling my life after a different parent, Jesus. The more I hang out with Him, the more I become like and can imitate Him. I can now walk in love. Well, most of the time. Over time, I've learned to mirror Him in current relationships. To be completely transformed takes imitating God